Hey YouTube, it's AllPrime13 again with another Transformers video review. Today we're going to be looking at the fourth party APC Galaxy Mob, which is their reproduction of the Prime vheicon mold. Here we got some nice artwork there, we got some vheicons in the background too, line art, Galaxy Mob Destruction. Pretty simplistic box, but here we have the figure. He does, I believe, come packed in robot mode, but I wanted to start from vehicle mode. Does have these two blasters you can sort of peg in here to the side. Does have some nice silver there on the wheels, some purple detailing there, looks very nice, and you can see the robot kind of folded up underneath. And I gotta be honest, I like the car one way more than the jet one. Definitely feels like the jet one was just sort of finagled out of this mold and just doesn't work quite as well. Especially because of how those wings don't like to fold around very easily. They collide a lot. So yeah, this one is definitely, I understand why everybody always praises this mold. And I'm happy I finally have one in hand. But yeah, as far as rolling, he rolls okay. Maybe if I should probably bring the camera down a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't roll straight, so it is what it is. As far as comparison, what I got here is a Gamer Edition Starscream. That's what I got on hand. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the transformation. And, oh, I think I forgot to. I almost forgot. There's lovely instructions. How could I forget that? But yeah, there they are. Anyway, you want to pull out this back bumper, sort of bring it down, and that'll expose his head. Hey there. And then we want to, I believe, untab the arms. Yep, like so. And then bring this whole upper assembly out. And then gonna bring his head up and just sort of rest that back bumper down against his back like so. And then the neat thing about this figure, we fold out these, and then we're going to fold this around like so, and then fold this in like so, then fold this in again, and separate those legs, and then you bring this down, and there's a little tab here that goes right onto the roof, and that forms that leg like so. And I believe you can rotate this around a little bit, but it doesn't really move a ton. Yeah, that forms those legs with the entire top of the car, which is just brilliant, honestly. And then we just wiggle this off of this tab here, extend it, and then rotate it around, and then flip out that hand. Rinse and repeat. Bring that down, rotate it around, and flip out that hand. And there we have our vheicon in robot mode. Yes. And I did add a little sticker there under his chest. It's probably not easy to see, but I did add a little Decepticon sticker there, because this little clear piece on his chest does come detached, and you just peg it in. And I think they do that so you can put the sticker there. But yeah, as far as the blaster, you can put them in his hand. If it'll go into his hand. Come on. There we go. And if you really want to, you can fold his hand back in. Actually, let's... Oop, crap. Rotate this around and then fold it in. And you sort of have his handgun, gun arm, whatever you want to call it, like so. And you can do that for both arms if you want. And yeah, you can still store these on the shoulder if you want. Just to have them stored somewhere. But yeah, and as far as articulation goes, we do have up and down at that wrist. This arm section here is on a ball joint. This is a hinge. He does have a bicep swivel, ball joint, and a hinge at the shoulder. So ball joint, and then this is on a hinge. I think he's got a ball jointed head. There is some restriction because of collision, but he does get a fair bit of movement there. No waist. He does have some thigh rotation, ball jointed hips. We do get under 90 degrees at the knee, and not really much movement in the feet because of all the folding up there. You can technically get his toe up and down, and there's some wiggle here, but not too much. But you can still get a fair bit of poses out of him. And yeah, if he were a little cheaper, because I think this guy was like 35, 40 bucks. I would buy more if he was cheaper for like troop building, because this is a really good mold, but for now I'm just going to stick with the one. But I don't regret buying the one. He's definitely worth having at least one of. So there's that. Do a quick comparison. Here he is next to the Elite Flyer. So you get an idea of how they stack up. Devastation, Optimus Prime, and War for Cybertron, Starscream. Oh, and actually, well, compare him with the Voyager 2. Here's the Gamer Edition Skywarp. Just to give you an idea. But yeah, this mold is totally worth having at least one of. You know, it definitely is, you know, an older mold, and there are some, you know, things that aren't really there because they weren't up standard, you know, like there's no ankle tilt, there's, you know, waist sacrificed here. The arms are a little odd in how they're put together, but I think it really works well for him. But yeah, overall, I think this is worth having at least one of, if you can find him for, you know, a decent price. The APC one I think is going for like 35. I want to say 35. I could be wrong. And I think that for what this is, and you know, the likeliness of finding it anywhere else, I think that's a fair price. I think that's fair. So yeah, I would say this guy, I would give him a 9, honestly. Like, he definitely has some shortcomings, but that's partially just because, like, that's, you know, because he's an older figure, or rather based off an older figure. And I do believe it's just a 1-to-1. I don't think they changed anything except for removing the Decepticon symbol, but if you order from any like third-party sites, there's a good chance that they will send you stickers anyway. I got mine from Show Z, and they send stickers with theirs all the time. And there's always toy hacks. But yeah, I definitely recommend him. But I think that's about all for right now. My camera is flashing battery at me, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But yeah, that is my review of the APC Galaxy Mob vheicon, and this is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.